Lightroom is the most popular software in the world for photo editing, and rightly so. There's a ton of powerful tools that allow you to enhance your photos and your artistic vision. With that said, there's a few tools that I see a lot of photographers, especially new photographers, get a little bit overzealous with in their editing. And that certainly doesn't exclude me when I started out in photography. Let's get into it. If you've seen enough photos on social media, you'll know that sharpening is easily one of the most overused tools in photo editing. Sharpening techniques in Lightroom can take many forms, whether it's the default sharpening tool, denoising the background, or added texture and clarity. Often photographers will try and save soft images by over-sharpening in Lightroom, or even by running them through third-party softwares like Topaz, ON1, and DxO. If you go through the motions of photo editing for long enough, you'll eventually find that sharpening is best used in moderation to add that extra boost to photos that are already captured sharp in camera. We've all done it. Cast a vignette so strong that it looks like your subject's about to be sucked into another dimension. It's not only vignette gradients that are overused, but also radial and linear gradients that are used to cast artificial beams of light onto a photo. In wildlife photography, a classic overuse case that I see is using the radial gradient to create a fake beam of light rising in from the edge of the image. Similar to the use of sharpening, and the theme that you'll hear throughout this video, is gradients can be useful when used in the right situations and in moderation. Cropping might not be the first tool that comes to mind when you think of overused tools in Lightroom, but it certainly comes in hot on this list within the genre of wildlife photography. Because our subjects are often so far away, and our lenses aren't always long enough to fill the frame, there's always that looming desire to try and crop in a little bit further to show off more detail on our subjects. This American coot image is one that I captured in my early days of photography. While this type of crop may pass for Instagram or Facebook, when viewing on any larger device, the lack of detail and poor image quality becomes very apparent. There's really no way around it. If you want to capture images with high resolution, image quality, and a shallow depth of field, you need to position yourself within an adequate distance of your subject and avoid significant cropping. With the arrival of AI that has allowed us to quickly and easily detect our subject, background, and other objects in our photos, the use of masking has become increasingly popular. The most common use of masking that I see in wildlife photography is adding an exposure adjustment to the subject or background. These types of edits can quickly become very noticeable in an image, and not in the way that you would hope if you're not careful to use this tool in moderation. A common overuse case that I often see with the masking tool is trying to gently raise the exposure and draw attention to the eyes. When used with the right amount of subtlety, this technique can help to improve your images. However, if you're not careful, it can quickly start to look like your subject has become possessed. It seems when most photographers begin their journey into photo editing and start experimenting with colors, they either land on one of two sides. There's the dark, cool, and moody group, and the warm, sunny, and happy. It seems like I was definitely in the first camp, because looking back at this California Gull edit from 2020, I completely cooked it. At the end of the day, this is all just personal preference. But within the genre of wildlife photography, I believe that there's some balance that exists between sharing your own artistic vision and sharing a reasonable representation of a photograph that you captured within your camera. If you found this video helpful, you can subscribe here or check out one of my other videos over here. We'll see you in the next one.